Tears is the natural release system by design that we human beings, we have inside ourselves. Whenever you accept to cry, you are actually releasing what is paining you, right? But you also know that it's not easy for all of us to just cry on command because of the way we've been raised and other stuff. That's why Source, the universe, gave us another tool that can allow us to release things known or unknown that are actually bothering us. So that's going to be the topic of this video. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about release letters. Let's say you grew up and during your childhood, your dad was beating the shit out of you all the time. Like you can remember those moments. But somehow around your 10th birthday or when you turn 15, from that day, your dad stopped beating you. And ever since, you've been having an amazing relationship. Such an amazing relationship that you never even discussed about the fact that he used to beat the shit out of you. Well, unless you had that conversation recently or at any point of time with your dad, at least you actually, unless you actually express it somehow, let me tell you that the energy that happened during those beatings are still attached to yourself. You still have attached on your being the sadness, the anger related to the beating that you received. Let's say you had a relationship in the past with a boyfriend that used to make you feel less than, who used to belittle you all the time. And now it's been a few years that you're not with that person anymore, you're not in contact, or maybe you're still in touch with the person. Maybe you're still with that person right now, but the relationship is better if you're still with the person, or because you're not together, you don't see the person anymore, and now you're living your life perfectly, everything is great. But if you're watching this video, it means you still have room to improve. Well, I am here to tell you that all the energy that happened during the belittling, during those things that happen with your boyfriend, your fiance, your husband, it's still attached on your being. And I can take other example. The goal is to make you realize that all the negative experience that you had throughout your life, especially the deepest one, like the one that you don't even want to think about, like the second something in life causes you to think about that thing, all you want is to fly away from that thought because you know that it's going to put you in a very difficult emotional situation. Well, why do you think it's that? It's because you are still attached to it. It's still around you and you can connect yourself to that emotion that quickly. It's because it's still in you. So the release letters is actually a process that's going to allow you to accept what happened, to forgive the person, and make sure that that energy actually flies completely away from you. It is really, really, really important to do so. So it will highly benefit you to make sure that you list all those things, all those deep emotional moments that happened to you, that you don't want to think about, that you know if you start thinking about that, you're going to be frustrated. Sometimes it can be just a friend who did something wrong to you. You're not talking to that friend anymore. But every time that you just see that person at a party, because you have friends in common, or when you see that friend outside, just like that, your mood change. Just like that, you can feel all your body shifting into a complete different energy. Why do you think it's that? It is because that energy is still attached to yourself and you have to let it go. You have to see yourself like a balloon. You are meant to go high, always and forever and ever, right? But that energy is actually keeping you on the ground. It is preventing you from going higher. Most of the things that you aspire in life, those things also want you, but some of them not all, but some of them cannot reach you unless you let go of those energy. Maybe you're blaming the person. Maybe you have rage towards the person. Maybe you feel confused about what happened. Why did it happen? Why did he do that to me? Why did she do that to me? All those type of energy are still within yourself, and you need to make sure that you let them go away. Why? Why? Because why do you need to let them go? Maybe now you feel like your life is perfect, so it doesn't make sense. Well, because some of those things that actually happen to you are so attached to you that if you do not take care of them, some of those events might reach your kids and your grandkids. That's how serious it is. But I also forgot, maybe you were one of the person who did wrong to other people. Maybe you are the person who did wrong to other people. Well, you should also write release letters. Because in that case, without even being aware, especially now that you're watching this video, you might recognize that you did wrong to that person, that you were not in the proper mental, intellectual, spiritual place when you behaved the way you behave. And now maybe from time to time you're blaming yourself. Maybe you're blaming yourself all the time. It's because the energy is still attached to you, and that's why it will be highly beneficial for you to completely release everything. Well, I know by now you might be like, okay, Brice, I understand it's important, but how do I do that? I got you. You can check the link in the description. I put up together a set of 3-4 videos that are going to help you to go through the exact process that are going to allow you to write your release letters. And I'm saying that because I am in the process of writing a release letter today myself. So make sure to check the link in the description and to make sure to take that short, very short online course and to apply everything. Everything that I am mentioning in the course, I want you to follow every single step. Every single step. I will make sure that there is a bonus for the people that actually go through everything. Because trust me, when I came across this information and I applied everything, the things that started happening in my life, crazy. A childhood friend that I loved so much when I was a kid, out of nowhere, reappeared in my life. Out of nowhere. So many amazing things happened the second I did the release letter. So you don't know what has been kept away from you because of that energy, right? So when you're going to do that exercise, most of the things that do not serve you will actually go away from you. So I want you to know that. I want you to know that once you do those letters, especially with all the process that I will be mentioning in the course that you're going to find in the description, most of the things that do not serve you right now will leave your life, and the things that you need and that are going to serve you will actually come to your life, and you're going to see it. And you will come back to this video to drop your comment as a testimonial. Now, check the link in the description, and I will see you in the course.